Can you come step up? Got a treat here. Will you come on my hand? Come step up. Can you come step up? Can you step up? Now, as you can see, this cockatoo won't step on my hand for anything, not even a favorite treat. I don't make him do anything. He is entirely in control. He does like to come over and interact with me, and he likes taking treats from me, but that still doesn't mean that he wants to get on my hand. This is a pink cockatoo that I've been gradually training, but he does not step up. Can you come step up? As you can see, he's not biting me, but he's backing away and he won't come on my hand for anything. Oh, look at this giant treat I've got for you. Will you come step up for this? Can I get you to step up for this big treat? No, as you can see, the treat isn't worth it. He backed away. He would rather back away and miss out on this giant piece of walnut, which is one of his favorites, than to step on my hand. So let me show you how we get past that, and while we're gradually still building trust, how I can still be able to take him in and out of the cage and move him around without him being upset or freaking out. As you see, he's very interested. He does like to come over and interact with me, and he likes taking treats from me, but that still doesn't mean that he wants to get on my hand. You see, if my hand approaches, he backs away. And forcing him onto my hand would be a big mistake. We've already spent over 3 weeks just to get to this point of trust where I can slowly and gradually take him out of the cage and spend some time in his vicinity without him freaking out. And now freaking out can be a big problem. If he panics, he'd start to take off and fly. But he's not the best of flyers. He flies okay, but when he is in a panic mode, he starts crashing into things and doesn't fly in a logical manner that a calm, collected bird does, where they say, oh, well, I want to fly from here to here and go and land somewhere else and do it safely. He starts to panic and he's much more likely to fly into something and bump in and get hurt. Or he's much more likely to just feel that sense of anxiety whenever he sees my face or my hands approach. So instead, let me show you how I use positive reinforcement to gradually let him feel more comfortable around my hands. First off, I have my clicker and target stick here, and that gives him a lot of comfort. Because he's a nervous bird, I would say the clicker and target stick is as much about safety and comfort for him as it is about treats. He likes taking treats, but he also feels very safe because he knows that whenever I use these, I don't make him do anything. He is entirely in control. If he comes over and touches the stick, he gets a treat. If he doesn't come over and touch the stick, nothing happens. I'll probably just get bored and leave him alone. So it definitely empowers him to feel comfortable that whatever exercise we're doing, it's not going to force him to face any of his fears. Good job. Now over here, I have my handheld new perch. It's just like the perches he has in his cage, but I'm holding this one covering the bolt. And I use my target stick to direct him to walk onto it. Good job. All right. And because I'm able to very carefully and gingerly transport him on this perch, I can use it to move him in and out of his cage. He's gotten pretty good at it that now, even without showing him the target stick, just showing him the perch, he wanders over. Can I remind you that we're going to go on the perch? Want to come step up? Good job. So this has been becoming a reliable and safe way to be able to move him about. Now, when I move him on the handheld perch, watch how I have it angled. I have it angled slightly up. Birds like to sit at the highest point. So in order to prevent him from accidentally or even deliberately coming down and biting my hand, I angle it up because he'd rather stay at the higher point and much less likely to come down. Now, I don't keep it tipped way too much. I don't want him sliding down to my hand. Oh, the crest came up. But at the same time, what I definitely don't want to do is angle it the other way because birds naturally move towards the higher point. So instead of having it exactly level, I have it angled slightly upward, and I have it also at near shoulder height so that he doesn't have a temptation to jump on my head or on my shoulder. He likes staying where I have him. All right, good job coming on the handle perch. Go back to the training perch. Very good. Now, why does he step up on the handle perch but not onto my hand? Well, he is still a little bit nervous about going on me, but this perch is just like the perches that he has in his cage, so he's very familiar with them. After all, he does not have a copy of my hands in his cage to be getting used to 24/7, whereas these perches are something that he spends a lot of time on, so he's totally familiar. Are you trying to get on, or are you just playing with it? You might just be playing right now. Now, the other thing that I absolutely do not do is I do not force him with the perch. I don't nudge him with the perch. I don't push him with the perch. In fact, I don't put the perch right up to him. he comes and puts himself on the perch by himself because that is a choice that he freely makes. So let me show you that again. I do not force him with the perch, and to make sure that I cannot force him with the perch, I never approach him with the perch. I always show it at a distance, and I use my clicker and target stick and my treats to direct him onto the perch so that he would go there entirely by himself. If he's going there by himself, it's his own idea. He's not going to regret it. He's not going to be upset about it. He's not going to start biting the perch or my hand when he ends up on there. Whereas if you force a bird onto your hand or onto a perch, they might comply in the moment because they have no other choice. They have nowhere else to go, but they might start biting after they're on the hand, or they might resist it more seriously next time because they regretted being on there last time. So it's very important that the bird always wants to go there. And if they don't, then try to see if you can find a better incentive for them to go on your hand or the perch. So this is how I've been able to successfully move the cockatoo around in and out of the cage and have him accelerate his training out on the training perch. So our training has really taken off once he started coming out onto this training perch. It is height adjustable, which lets me set him at a comfortable height where he can see me very clearly, but just below my chin so he couldn't accidentally bite me in the face. This is a height where I can comfortably work with him and interact with him as close as possible, but at the same time, I can stay safe and he can feel safe and comfortable from me as well. The perch is a hardwood T-perch medium, which is very comfortable and very durable because after all, this is a cockatoo. I have my clicker and target stick and treats, my training perch, my handheld perch, and you can find all of these at parrotwizard.com for training any parrot. So work on improving your relationship with any bird, whether it's a bird you just acquired or a bird that you've had for a long time. You can always improve your relationship, and positive reinforcement training is a great tool for the job.